Welcome back, Screamers. I'm sorry, I was music. I got lost in everything. Welcome back, Screamers, to another episode of Scream Kings. I am TaMon Kane here with my wonderful Kings, and tonight we are having a party or partay for our good girl Mouse. And tonight we are joined with a very special guest, photographer, blogger, Jimmy. Welcome to Scream Kings.
Hello, y'all. What's happening? How y'all doing?
What's up?
Tell them where they can find you and all about you.
On Twitter and Instagram. It is just a photo Jimmy.
Okay.
I love to talk about movies. TV.
What's your favorite horror
music? Favorite horror movie? I'm gonna give you 3.
Perfect.
Halloween 1978. My bad. Hey, I got you 3. My bad. No, but Halloween 1978. Hellraiser. And dang.
Xanadu.
And no. And Scream 1996.
Those are great choices.
I know, TaMon, using your head like Scream head.
Scream. Hey, man. Say it. Okay. But yes, thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. We're excited to hear your thoughts about Pretty Little Liars in this week's episode. As you guys know, every week we have a drinking game, and tonight's drinking word is birthday. So every time you hear the word birthday, every time you hear the word birthday, take a sip. We may do some sound effects. I don't have
one liquor.
Where's my cup? That's a good question.
Someone prepared.
I know.
I drank all my liquor.
Also, as a
I'm like Lois and Murphy. I just tell my drink.
I'm gonna just put it in this water bottle. That's what we'll do. For when we have guests on the show, we always bring them to a special place that we call the Hell Seat. And the Hell Seat is when we get to ask you all these fun questions about you, horror, and the first thought that comes to your mind, you have to give it to us. All right. So let's get started. So let's take a drink. What's the word again? Birthday?
Birthday.
Yeah. Doing like it's your B-day.
Ask me what I do and who I do it for.
Do it for the gram. All right. So next, what are we all screaming about in horror this week, or this month, or this year so far?
Since no one else is going to scream for this movie, I'm just going to say I screamed for The Strangers Chapter 1. Only just to allow it some breathing room. It's not as bad as people are saying. It's not as bad.
I'm so sick of sympathy votes.
Rennie
Not as
Harlan.
bad.
Rennie Harlan, the man with only 2 good movies.
We talked about it a little bit in here.
One of them.
And
Green Master is one of them.
And Deep Blue Sea.
The Deep Blue Sea and the Long Kiss Good Night. That's it.
I thought he did Die Hard.
Hold on.
I disagree.
He did.
Oh, I love Long Kiss Good Night.
It's a great movie.
The thing is, I don't think he's a horrible director. I just think that he makes some choices for sure when it comes to directing. Because I like some of his stuff, and there's some of his stuff I'm just like,
Tell
like,
him. That's right.
Can't tell. But Yeah, I just came back from seeing The Strangers. We talked about it briefly on here, and I was like Mike said, like it's not that bad, but it's still not a good movie. But it's not the
What does
worst
that even
thing.
mean, y'all? What is not that bad equals? Like,
Because people's
Feel
making it seem
bad.
like it's a travesty, that it's like it shouldn't exist, blah blah blah, and it's really
People
not.
are dramatic.
Yeah, they taking it. Yes, it wasn't a good movie, but let's just see how the other two play out. But I will say I was frustrated, and like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of things in there that I feel like I could have done different. I wanted them to do something different, and they just failed. But you should have went straight to streaming.
that's what it
100%.
okay. Yeah, I've
Straight
heard
to
that.
streaming. It shouldn't be in theaters. I'm happy I only spent $5.
A
How did
Hulu
my girl
original.
Madeline do? I was waiting to see how her first project away from Riverdale really.
Who?
Madeline. She
Madeline
was the
Peach.
lead.
Oh yeah, that was my first time seeing her. I didn't watch Riverdale.
Oh, okay. Well, how did she do?
You gotta watch
I
Little
liked
Riverdale.
her.
Okay.
She was the only thing I really liked about the movie. She reminded me as
But
far
they're
as
saying a lot.
conveying emotion
Mhm.
of how Scout Taylor Compton was to Halloween Rob Zombies. Like how she was given that emotion. She kind of reminded me of that as far as the crying and towards the end of the movie. But other than that, minus the screaming. She wasn't screaming as much, but with facial expressions, I would say she delivered. I liked her.
How was she compared in comparison to Liv Tyler?
See, I feel like these are two different movies that we're talking about, guys.
It was better.
Who was?
The redhead.
Oh
No.
Wow.
See,
I
Mike,
I
be trying to be on Mike's side for a lot of things, but I just really feel like you be just going against the grain on purpose. You know damn well you live for Liv Tyler. You just want to get a reaction.
I like Liv Tyler, but I'm saying
But
this
she
girl
did not.
did a
Redhead
better
did not do a
job.
better job than her. I'm sorry.
She did a better job at feeling afraid, I think. Liv Tyler's a very nonchalant kind of actress. I still bought the fear from her, but her fear was just kind of like, okay, bitch, what now? What else now are we going to be doing?
Hi, Mike Unofficial.
Yikes.
And what was rated R about this movie? There was nothing rated R about this movie. Like, it should have been PG-13.
Not even a good.
Is this supposed to be a reboot?
A reboot /
Tim, I think you're muted.
Or is it?
TaMon, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. It's not a reboot. It's not a reboot. It's in the same universe as the original. And this was
how? Let me stop.
I don't know.
I was thinking that when I was watching. I was like, well, maybe this is, but I don't know. Because then they should have did some callbacks to the original. Then
maybe Liv Tyler will pop up later on.
Maybe it's her, the killer.
One of the killers. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just gonna wait to watch it online sometime soon.
TaMon, you be knowing all the info, like you seen the movie. And
that's my job. That's my job.
No.
You might as well not see it.
It's fine.
I'm gonna wait till Thursday. I'm on birthday and watch it. I'm gonna give it a good matinee showing.
Oh no, she's gonna get one of these links.
Yeah. The only reason why, because me and Mike definitely talking about it, but T-Mobile got they do their little free, not free, but their little T-Mobile Tuesdays, and they had tickets for $5 to see The Strangers. So I said,
I didn't get that.
You got it's called T Live or something. And when you signed up, they'll occasionally give you tickets. So
see, this is how dynamic the movie is. We're still talking about it.
Next. Mark, what are you screaming about?
What am I screaming about?
Absolutely.
Honey, I'm screaming about this damn I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel coming next year. That's what I'm screaming about.
Bro. They gotta get it right. They gotta get it right.
I'm weirded out because everybody knew what the announcement was. We just didn't know a date yet. Everybody knew everything the announcement said.
I feel like we talked about this before, definitely.
Yeah.
We did, but the thing of the matter is that they had, I don't know if it was it wasn't CinemaCon, it was some type of con this year because Blumhouse just sat there and just shitted out all these dates on us, and a lot of movie companies or studios did that this past week. But the thing that got me about I Know What You Did Last Summer was the fact that when they sat there and spouted all this news out and shit like that, we had Freddie Prinze and Jennifer we have been contacted, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Now we getting news like, oh, they are actually attached to it, but I'm like, I need to,
baby.
yeah, I need like Nev. I need Nev to sit there. I need JLH and Freddie Prinze to sit there, give me a script with their name on it, saying like, let's go. But like somebody eloquently said on Twitter, I don't want the shit if Brandy is not called because she is legacy, goddamn it. So let's get it
Black
together.
Twitter is killing
Let's
me
get
about
Brandy
this
on the
whole
line.
topic.
Oh,
Everybody
bring her
says
back.
the same thing.
It's
Black
not
She
Twitter-
would not still be friends with her.
She would not come back. Why am I coming here with
you know,
again?
See, we're thinking
a
like
lot
that
of white.
character. We thinking for that character, but I feel like she would still be friends with her.
Yeah,
But she said at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
She said something
What
at
she
the end of
would?
the movie.
You know I made her steal. That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know I made a steal. And then good old Ray. Good old Ray. Yeah, good old Ray.
Good old
But
Ray.
Bring her
there
back.
was a lot of white gays that want Brandy back, and I'm like, okay, I like that. I like that.
But for fan service, they
No,
might as
don't
well.
just-
She
don't-
survived.
no,
Brandy's
I'm
not
with
really. She ain't really doing much. And it would be nice to see her back. It would be nice.
She actually is in a horror movie that's getting ready to come out.
But do we know about it?
Nothing at all.
Yeah,
Besides the premise.
they
That's
haven't-
all we know.
They haven't given us anything.
This is my first time hearing about it.
Zero
It's called
movies.
the
Like,
waiting
yeah.
room. I think it's called the waiting room, and she's pregnant in it. And her husband goes to stay with her mother-in-law, and some crazy stuff starts to happen. That's what we know. So it's American Horror Story all over again.
Yeah, I'm
It's
good.
supposed to be an H24 movie. I
It
think.
is. It is a
That's
24.
what movie? Okay.
It might be good. Who knows? But I don't know. We'll see. The last movie I seen her, she was in some Christmas holiday movie on Netflix, I think. It
Oh,
was
The
cute.
Descendants. Oh,
No, a Christmas movie. Is that at Christmas? But I like
Yes.
Brandy. I would like to see her back in,
Yeah.
horror, and then come back as that, and then Jennifer Love Hewitt too. Like I watched her
Yes.
in 911, and
Right.
I like her. Like I would like to see her return back as Julie, because a lot of people give her a lot of flack. Like me and Mark was talking about this recently with Ash and Germ, and
I'm people.
like a lot of people do give Julie James a lot of shit.
mhm.
I'm people.
But she's
I'm-
not the
I'm-
most terrible. Like I like her, especially in the sequel. Like she ate to me, and y'all don't give her credit. Y'all still are hurt over y'all blonde queen that got attacked in the alleyway because she decided to make a dumb decision. So
Look, hold
but she's no longer here. So keep having your memorials.
Writing.
Keep having your memorials because she's never coming back. But guess
That
who's
was the
coming back?
writing. Yeah, she ain't coming back.
Scream.
Okay.
Bobby, what are you screaming about outside of there? I mean, we're
What
not doing it tonight.
happened? What happened? How dare you? I'm just really taken aback.
I love Hella, y'all. I love
No,
I
Hella.
love how you made it seem
I
like I'm
do.
going to be the one
I
saying
love
shit,
you,
and you just
Michael
said that.
Unofficial. I love you,
I
Michael
do.
Unofficial.
The thing is, just because I love Helen, but y'all not going to just take it out on Julie just because she made a dumb decision. Okay, Helen decided to look back and got her ass got. That's not Julie's fault.
It is
So-
Julie's fault.
Period.
It is Julie's fault. It's Julie's fault. It's
Because
Elsa's
Helen said
fault.
she
It's
wanted
the
to be with
police
Julie.
department's fault.
You know what,
It's
Bobby? I'll back you
Jerry's
up.
fault. It's Ray's fault. It's
Thank
everybody's
you.
fault.
I know
We
we're
don't
here
need
with
your
this.
backup. We don't need your backup.
Y'all
Man,
only
you
like
back-
Helen Shivers because
Come
it's
up.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. That is
That's
it.
not true.
If
That's
if
not true.
if Liv Tyler were Helen Shivers, y'all wouldn't give two
Honey,
fucks if she died in the alley. So
If
just
she
stop.
performed that well, she would. Jennifer Love Hewitt was going to play that role. I still would have loved it, but they switched.
I don't know.
What did she do?
She
You
did
know
have an
what,
epic
Mike?
chase scene. That was it.
Don't
She had a
do
great chasing. She was one of the greatest
Yes,
best friends you could ask for. She was beautiful. She won the crown.
No, bro. Come on, man. You
Okay.
can't
She
say
won her
that.
crown, and most
She was not no
importantly,
great best friend. Hold on
was.
now.
Yeah.
Was.
Julie cut her off when she came in that store. She started glowing.
Because Julie knew better. She said, "I don't want you in this." Like, see, that's the thing. Y'all don't give Julie enough credit. Like, she's trying to protect her friends in different ways, but no.
She's the only one with some sense.
Helen
Yes.
Shivers Helen Shivers only wanted things to go back to where they were, and Julie gave her the cold.
There's no
shoulder.
way that
That's
can
why
go
I
back the
drag
way it
her
is.
ass.
FDR killed somebody, baby. Like it's never
I
gonna go back to
understand
that.
that. I understand it, but you don't have to give her the cold shoulder, like
No.
because baby
no,
girl
I feel
Julie,
like y'all can't say how people accept trauma and different emotions. So if we got a situation like that, y'all can't tell me how I should feel and how I should push people.
I would never tell you how
Exactly.
you should feel.
Yes, we
but
can.
Bobby, I would not give you a cold shoulder. You know, shit.
Maybe that's just her way of dealing with trauma. I don't know.
I'm not.
She gave them the
Bobby,
cold
she
shoulder
knows
because y'all are okay being murderers. That's why she gave them the cold shoulder.
She had a whole goddamn year to go to the cops and tell them what time it was.
Listen, I love them both, but y'all just not gonna be taking it out on Julie. That's all I'm saying. I'm doing that part. Just because your girl died doesn't mean y'all taking it out on her. But anyway, Julie James 8 in the sequel, so
she was great. I'm fine with Julie James.
How the fuck did we get here?
Because Bobby went in on Helen Shivers for no reason, and this is what got.
there was a reason.
Facts about Helen Shivers.
There was no reason.
You know,
you said what was the reason?
No, Mark, that's enough. Mike,
I'm about to say I just gave it to you. I wasn't going to say anything else. I'm good.
I already went.
You did.
Yes, I said The Strangers, Chapter 1.
Oh yeah,
this is how we got here. Okay,
Matt.
Mediocre Scream Queens. Okay, Jennifer. I get it. I see how we got there. Okay, what am I screaming about? I'm also screaming about that. I'm also screaming about Neve Campbell and her recent interview. And she said that she reached out to Kevin Williamson and got him to do Scream 7 as director. And she was like, he was crying and she was crying and they both were crying. That goes against anything I've heard. I've heard they had to beg everybody in Hollywood to do it. But
are you serious?
Yeah, but that lets us know that she's like probably an executive producer this goes around. So she's working and getting her.
Sydney ain't gonna die. Okay, that message received.
That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Probably what that means, but that's not what that means.
Nah, we'll see, man.
But that's all I can say. Also screaming about Interview with the Vampire season 2, episode 2.
I was going to say that one. Yes.
Did anybody watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Not the second one yet.
Yeah, I didn't watch the new episode yet, but
the first one I was like, meh. I like the last 10 minutes of the first episode.
It was a slow start for sure.
It was just all about how they're dealing with the trauma. Honestly, the first episode was all about that.
Yeah.
And it was boring to me too, because I fell asleep the first watch. But episode 2 was better. It's still not like the first season, which is the point I'm going to bring up about this show. But it was cool.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, what are you screaming about?
Think I'm just ready for what's that? Alien, Isolation. You know,
the Romulus movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a bone to pick with Jimmy.
Romulus.
Video game. I'm tripping. Yeah. I said the name of the video game, but that game was hard though.
Yeah.
I can't take you serious because you don't like Michael Biehn, and so that's an issue.
Michael Biehn cannot act. I will say that on this, just like I said on People Under the Scares. Michael Biehn is not a good actor.
Well, you know what? I'm not even going to say who else.
That was very Phaedra-ish. Well, we can.
I'm gonna put my foot down. He cannot act. Sorry, y'all.
What do you? Oh, that says take a drink when you hear the word birthday.
Birthday.
I was just 8 years old when I found out that in Aliens, you know, the picture of Amanda Ripley. You know, when Ripley wakes up and sees that her daughter is has died. That was her mom. I didn't realize that.
That was who?
Oh, a picture of her
That was
mom.
Sigourney
Playing as the
Weaver's
daughter.
mother. Yeah. Yeah.
In the in the uncut version of Aliens, they show that part where she kind of has the picture of her daughter, if you guys don't know, and it's an older woman playing supposed to be Ripley's daughter, but I didn't know that was a fact. I didn't know that was her mama in real life.
I thought that was some Photoshop. Like I really
not Photoshop.
I was like, damn.
I found it out yesterday on Alien fan page. So
we're gonna keep finding out more because they coming out with that little documentary soon.
Yeah, Aliens expanded.
Yeah, and they got Sigourney on there, so
And
hopefully talk about Miss Vasquez and wearing
Vasquez,
brown makeup,
baby.
I wonder if anybody asked her about that at like a convention or something recently. Like, girl.
And I need footage. I want to hear her response.
You signing autographs at cons?
She do cons? Yes, Mike. I did find out on Speaking Spaghetti because folks be sending me all types of crazy shit, and I just upload the fuck out this shit. That's my second job. I'm the webmaster of Spooky Spaghetti because that's my second job.
Oh no!
Yeah, we saw this last episode.
And whoever sent me them girls, listen. I have to make sure I got to know what the fuck's going on with Bloody Rose. Millwood is fucking ridiculous, y'all.
All right, well, can I say what I'm screaming about besides Helen? Because that's not what I was screaming about.
Oh my god, yeah, please.
Oh,
yeah.
Trying to get me TaMon. I see what you're trying to do, bitch.
No,
I'm messing with you. No, I'm fucking with you. No, it's not that. Honestly, you took my. I was going to say Interview with the Vampire. And then also Dead Boy Detectives, that's on Netflix.
I heard great things.
It's really good.
Damn good.
I'm enjoying it so far. I'm still a little behind, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of that show. So I don't really got much to say. It's just a fun time. It's supernatural. You get a little bit of everything in it. What is it? What's her name? From the Netflix show on there with the annoying little girl. The Witch.
The Nut Show.
Netflix.
Oh.
Not
Go back to your part.
Bitch. You mean Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina?
Sabrina, yes. I didn't say which one.
What's up?
Alexx.
What's
up?
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here.
Okay.
Hey,
Alexx, do you remember the Hell Seat?
What is it?
You remember when you had to go to the Hell Seat and answer all those questions? You don't remember. That's fine. We can make you remember. You're going to go there absolutely right now. So as soon as you walk in the door, put your bags down. You're going to the Hell Seat.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Welcome to the Hell Seat.
Now I remember.
So you know how this goes. We're going to ask you a couple of questions, make it real hot up in here. Mark, would you like to go first?
Yes, Alexx, why the fuck are you so... I'm fucking with you. No, Alexx.
Yeah, true. It's a time zone difference. So like when you said 8, I'm like,
I know. 8,
it's 5 over here. So like I'm all up.
You right up there with me, man. I get fucked up by the time different time zones too. Cause I swear to God, I thought this was gonna be an 8 something tonight by time.
Yeah. I didn't mean disrespect. It was just, the time zone.
I'm fucking with you. That's not the real question. No, that's not the real question, though. The real question is, what have you been up to since we last had you here on the Spring King's Hell Seat? Like, I know you've been working on some shit, man. Let the folks know.
Other than my mental health, just basically working on making my own feature film debut. Honestly, that's what I've been working on, is making my own horror film at this point. So I've been writing, and I've been, getting the equipment and all the props and all these things together. So that's what I've been working on. It's a horror movie that I've been working on behind the scenes. I've been kind of quiet about. I just want to get everything in order before I really start talking about it. Only a few people know. That's about it. But I try to keep it low key for right now. I'm still working on it, so it's coming together really well, though. So that's
absolutely. Mike said, "Oh, come through talent." Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all checked out our new song for this Pretty Little Summer segment, but Alexx created our music for that. So he is extremely talented. We appreciate you.
And I appreciate you.
Now my question is, and I know what you did last summer. Who was the standout character?
Oh man, obviously Keller.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm a big fan of chase scenes. Like, when it comes to slasher movies, that's what separates it from other genres of horror movies, the chase scene. Mm-hmm. That's what separates slasher movies for me from other, horror movies. It's a really good chase scene. And Sarah Michelle Gellar had the best chase of the 90s, to be honest. Like, it's amazing. You're really rooting for her. You really invested, like, honestly, man. And then, like, how it all ends, you're like, fuck, she was that close, man. Oh, dude. He came out of nowhere, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And just, yeah, she definitely stands out. And this was like, was this before Buffy, or this was during Buffy?
During.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, like, you're still thinking that, she's the hero in this show. She's movie too. So I love that idea that she doesn't make it. It subverts our expectations.
I was disappointed.
Yeah. Looking for her to win, You care for her, and you care for all of them, to be honest. In my opinion, I care about all of them in a certain way, except for Ryan Phillippe.
Oh, I like Barry.
Yeah.
Good answer, Alice. Good answer.
Yeah. For everybody except for Ryan. Ryan was a dick. You know what I mean? So, like, we all rooted for everyone to make it, but definitely Gellar stood out, obviously. She stands out in everything, to be honest.
That's true too.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Thank you.
This
is why we here, man. This is why we here.
The Croaker Queen forever.
The Croaker Queen.
Okay, Mark, your question.
Okay, my next question is, and you said about final girls and slashers. Who was your favorite final girl from PLL last season?
Honestly, in a way, I think they're all final girls at this point. They all survived the first one.
Yeah. But who's your favorite?
My favorite, though, okay, now that's different. Farron is one of my favorites as well. Definitely. Yeah, Farron. Yeah, she's classy. She's tough, bro. Like, she's definitely up there. She's one of my favorites as well. And of course, the movie buff. What's her name again?
Tabby.
Yeah, of course. Anybody that she speaks my language.
Mm-hmm.
She knows her shit, and that's one of my favorites. It is always cool to see girls that are horror fans and they know their shit, and that's always dope too. Because
especially when they're black,
right? That part, and that's the thing. Like, I relate to that because the people that introduced me to horror movies were women. My mom and my aunt. Like, I sat and I watched horror movies with them, so I'm used to that. So that's what I wanted to see more of. And she's a little bit more. She's different than, what's the name? Randy's niece from Scream. Mindy, yeah, she's a little bit different than that. She
very much so.
Mindy hasn't really proved herself to me yet.
That's a whole conversation in itself, and I don't disagree with that. She's been wrong every time, so yeah, she's really not. Anywho, my next question is, if you had to kill one of the liars, who would it be?
Oh, Mouse.
Yeah. Before season 3, we got to kill one of them. Who would you choose?
It would be Mouse. Not to be spiteful, but like that's gonna really rip your heart out, man.
True.
That's that we're not fucking around. Like this is not cute anymore. Like,
yeah,
I feel like it happens to Mouse, who is like the the most sensitive, more gentle, more fragile one. Like not fragile, but a little bit more. A little bit more. Low key, a little bit more quiet. Yeah. If anything, you're definitely going to be upset about it. I think because they're all strong in their own way, but Mouse, I think if anything was to happen to her, you definitely
it'll become personal, right? It'll become personal then.
Exactly. For more effect, I would feel like Mouse would be the one.
The funny thing is, last week in the comments, we asked everyone that question, right? And majority said Mouse. So I think that's a consensus, which probably means they won't kill her.
You never know.
You never know.
They might be listening and paying attention and like, maybe we should go with that.
Can I say something right quick before we move on to the next question? That was actually who I actually thought that was going to happen this week. But
yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to talk about that because if that was old school Pretty Little Liars, Mouse would have been dead, and then 2 seasons you're going to find out she was kidnapped the whole time, and that was a fake body. And Mouse
he ain't lying. He ain't lying at all. He is not lying at all. True fact.
All right, Mark, your last question.
My last question is, out of the upcoming horror movies for the rest of this year, which one are you looking forward to?
Honestly, Beetlejuice.
Okay.
I grew up on Tim Burton. I grew up on Michael Keaton, especially when he was Batman. And this is the most anticipated movie. I mean, dog, this goes since 1988. So, like, that movie is as old as me. So, like, to finally get a sequel, I just want to know how it turns out. And with the success of Wednesday, because, Tim Burton, worked with that, with the success of that. And so I just want to see how it turns out. I'm really curious to know how that turns out, honestly. Beetlejuice is best. And when you go to Spirit Halloween, like they have this whole setup of Beetlejuice merch and things like that. It's always been a part of, there's a whole generation of Tim Burton fans that just love Beetlejuice, me included. So to really see, the legacy characters and what they're going to do with it, I'm really curious. And he gets married at this point, so who knows? I'm just really curious to know how that turns out. It's Tim Burton, I think, returning to form, doing the stuff that really made him famous and the stuff that really made him popular. So I'm just really curious to see how that turns out. That's just me.
And I'm glad you brought that up. My question is about legacy characters. What Scream Queen would you like to see in a cameo on Pretty Little Liars? Or Final Girl?
That's a good question. A really good question. Because I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, she did Scream Queens, right?
So she did do Scream Queens, yeah.
That's kind of been done already, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think she would fit really, I think she would fit right in.
She's going to be Kelly's aunt.
Really?
Comes into town after her mother gets killed in this season. I'm just, that's not real. I'm just saying that's not going to actually happen.
You had me going. Had me going. Yeah, no, I think she would fit right in.
Okay, Bobby said Heather from Nightmare. I can see that she would have been better as the therapist. That would have been so cool to see her this season as the therapist. Like she was in that other show that didn't do well on Netflix.
Club. I remember.
The Midnight Club. Yeah, it didn't do well.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I for right now, to answer your question, because there's so many other ones like Kirsty from Hellraiser.
That'd be sexy.
Now that would be super sexy. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite, final girl. She don't get a lot of love. You know, she gets kind of lost. She gets lost in the shuffle. But I think that Sarah Michelle Gellar, I think, would be a really good fit for that.
Mike says, Barbara Crampton. Come on, Miss Crampton, a principal after the current one gets murdered. Thank you for bringing up that principal. I had something to say about that loser, but yes. Okay, you have survived the hell seat, as I knew you would. You've been here before. We're going to go back to the rest of the fellas. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Alex, meet Jimmy. Jimmy, meet Alex. And now we're all friends again.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Awesome.
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Alrighty, so Pretty Little Liars, episode 3, Sweet 16. When their identities are revealed online, the Pretty Little Liars scramble to figure out who is behind a series of anonymous calls and keep Mouse's surprise birthday party under wraps. As the night of the party nears, Tabby uncovers an unsettling secret in Christian's basement. Imogen calls out her new co-worker. Noah clashes with Jen, and Farron finally spills the beans. All right, fellas. So this episode 3, at this point last season, because I think we got the first 3 episodes, so we should have a similar amount of information and plot and some of those things already to this point. How are we feeling as it relates to this story developing?
Oh,
go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
Okay. I'm excited for where it's going because we can kind of see like each of them. Because I wasn't here last week, but you can kind of see each of them picking up new lives that they're trying to, you know. They don't hold on to them as much as they did last year, but these new lives are going to lead to other fuckery down the line. That's what I'm looking at. And I'm happy. I'm glad to see where the story is going right now. There's a few characters who I already don't like that they've introduced. It's giving me the OC season 2 when they brought in like all these new secondary characters to be like foils for the main shit. And it's just like, you know, and I'm like, okay, 2 of y'all don't like already. You know what I'm saying? But
Which
yeah,
2 are that?
I like where it's
Who are
going.
the 2?
I already know who they are.
Jen and Johnny.
Oh, I like Johnny.
I do not like Jen, bro.
Jen just looks like she just looks like she's there to fuck up a good thing.
She gotta get out of here, dog.
That's just how I look
get
at her
out of
as.
here.
Who's Johnny again?
And Johnny is the dude that Imogen is
Ice cream.
Oh, wait.
Y'all gonna leave Imogen alone.
Okay.
Period.
I actually like Imogen this episode. She didn't bother me.
Thank you.
No, but no, I'm talking about the name. But no, Johnny he just seems like he's not a good pair with her. Like you can tell that he's an arc flame, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just
You're
seems
being
like
nice.
I'm just here
He's
to
a
get this role and
skank.
be on out.
He is.
He's a
and Imogen, you called him out.
My name? What's my name?
What happened?
Those are the 2 characters that need to be together.
Yeah.
Who?
Johnny and Jen?
No, he's saying
Imogen and Johnny?
No, he's saying Tabby and Imogen needs to be together.
Yes.
Oh.
Imogen and Tabby need to be together.
Off top.
I like them as best friends.
Yeah, me too.
I like their online they call them Tamagen or Tabagen, something like that. I like how they ride for each other because that whole ice cream scene was really fun, and it felt like they are maturing in their friendships, and I like to see them that way. Could you, Johnny? I'll go to Jen. Jen, I'm ready for her to go or get killed. Whatever's gonna happen to her, it's gonna be happening. I'm sick of Jen.
Jen is Noah's friend, right? Or
no, yeah, she's the her girlfriend from Juvie.
Her girlfriend when they were locked up in Juvie.
But what has she done that y'all don't like her?
Because she's coming in there with sniffing around. She's stealing porn.
Yeah, and then
That's our
and then about to get Noah in trouble because she's fucking stealing. Like, come on, girl, you're doing the most. Chill out.
I'm sick of her. Get her out of here now.
It's just
she dry.
I'm so sick of her. I'm so sick of her.
You gotta be real about that. She dry.
You gotta
keep her hair.
Just
anyway.
Plus, I love what's his name, Jake. Is his name Jake? I love Noah's boyfriend Jake so much because when he sat there, even though it was a fucked up thing he did last year, John. But when he sat there, went and confronted her mom, was like, "Yo, you filed for what you did to your daughter."
You my last season?
You know, when he did that, I became a fan. I became a fan of him.
Who are we talking about?
I always knew that
Marcus
he was always
Sean. Marcus talking about Sean last season confronting Noah's mother about her addiction. Which is not, okay. I was that's my mama. You're right, but that's not your place.
No, TaMon, I right there with you because I'd be like, yo, don't you ever in your fucking life come to my mama like that. You want your ass to get drop kicked, don't do no shit like that. Thank you though. But don't.
But thank you.
But don't. And so but I just I liked his character because he juvenile detention Jen needs to go with her color hair. Probably looking. Listen, she just looks like great value version of Kristen Stewart.
Y'all are horrible.
Yes,
you look like a vampire.
Like a great value.
Who still sleep?
Look like
you look like a vampire, y'all.
I was okay with her until she pulled that little
stunt
on this episode. That's when she pissed me off.
She's
like,
you're talking about the $20.
Yeah.
Okay, but y'all are
like
missing
she
the
was
fact.
already trying it, and I knew she was going to try to do something sneaky. But when she did that, I'm like, all right, you trying to get my girl Noah involved in your bullshit now, and that's not cool.
Also in a desperate situation financially.
Okay, do that shit somewhere else. Don't do that here. Don't do that at your friend.
Do that stuff.
Mike, how would you feel if I did that? How would you feel if I put up in your job? You gave me a job, right? And I'm stealing money. You have to cover for me, and I'm
out of it.
I'm putting your job in jeopardy. You be cursing me the fuck out, right?
Speak on it, Bobby.
Never.
Bullshit.
You don't want to give the money back? You don't want to give the money back? Fine. You're out of it.
You're out of it.
You're out of it.
You're out, bitch. Don't you ever? Not on my good name. Not on my damn good name.
Out of it. And don't be holding
she did, Mike. She did.
When she was holding hands, let me tell you how Kelly was perfect. Kelly was like,
"Listen,
how she know? Yeah."
Kelly was like, how
Kelly
know?
But then Greg came in with the damn with a slam dunk. They might have been lesbian girlfriends in juvie. That type of stuff happens. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Greg, man.
Speaking of Greg, I'm enjoying him this season.
Me too.
Really?
Like
the blue ball fucker, y'all are okay with.
Yeah, it happens.
But not the blonde girl who's
Noah needs to.
This man sat here and said, "My blue balls have blue balls." This shit sent me screaming.
Terrible.
Because I was like, I'm sorry when
we need those characters. Those characters like that, they usually keep the shit going. They keep the shit stirring, and then it's invested because you kind of want to see something happen to them. But like, there's a natural charm sometimes when you know that like they're an asshole to kind of protect, their gentle side a lot of times. And then when something happens to them, you're kind of invested a little bit. So sometimes we need those asshole douchebag himbos, in the situation that kind of gets a reaction out of us. That's what they do. Those red herrings and a lot of those douchebag jock type characters, a lot of times they evoke a lot of energy out of us, especially in slasher movies. They evoke a lot of energy and that keeps the shit going. Like
Alex, how do you feel about the first 3 episodes compared to where we were last season? Do we feel like we have enough of this story? Is it moving forward? How do you feel?
I mean, to be honest, I still wanted to know who the original A kind of like was, that whole situation. We kind of just like skipped over that and went straight into like this Bloody Mary type thing. And that kind of like threw me off. And I'm like, okay, we have a whole new villain. Okay, interesting. So I have no choice but to deal with it. But, you know, I kind of thought we were going to have a direct, you know, sequel with like A and that whole thing with the mask character and everything. So now we have this whole supernatural element, which can be a lot of fun. And you can do a lot of different things when it comes to supernatural abilities and things. But, you know, it's progressing for sure. It's just we just kind of glossed over a little bit with the whole situation with A. Oh, they caught him, and it was all like off screen and shit. And I'm just like, oh.
They could have skipped all that.
I didn't mind
the new story.
Yeah,
sure. I thought that we were gonna kind of like show it like on screen of like how they captured him, and you know, I thought that we were gonna have like a little bit of a court drama type of thing of like how we try to figure out.
That's a whole episode to itself. I'm sure.
That would have been fine. You know, that was just my thing. I just was like, okay, now we have more of this supernatural element. So I'm down. What happens with that? With supernatural abilities, there's so much room to do so much cool shit. So it's progressing for sure. And it's summer, and we all know with most horror movies that take place in the summer, it's just so much stuff that can happen. You know, I Know What You Did Last Summer, you know, summer camp, you know, sleepaway camp, things like that. So they're gonna pay homage to a lot of those type of movies. I'm all for that.
Well, they need to hurry up. I'm looking for more of those references.
Fun.
I want a really good body count.
Yeah.
Yes, God. We got a nice one so far.
I want to up the gore in that too. I want more.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling this killer, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I like the look, like I like the whole aesthetic, but she's just not doing anything for me. And maybe like it'll be better as the season goes on, but I'm just not feeling this killer so far.
I don't like the look. But I'm hoping that, because, you know, in the trailer we see Farron versus Kara. I'm hoping when we get more conflict between the villains and the main characters, I'll like the villain more. Right now, it's just kind of like she's slithering and sneaking up on people and stabbing them, and that's it.
Right.
More of a threat.
I like it though.
That's one of the problems I had this episode when we, you know, we're not there yet, but when Mouse had her chance with the killer, it just felt, and we've been saying this all season, but it felt really Dead by Daylight-ish.
Yeah,
behind the rocks, just hiding behind the thing, and
she gave me more light on Dead by Daylight than this. The bitch be floating and screaming and out of breath and like giving us a whole bunch of extra shit in Dead by Daylight. Like, I need that in this show, because she just, like Mike said, she just sneaking in, she just like slithering around, and just like, it would be cool, but I just don't like how they're doing it, like how it's being portrayed on here. Like, it's just not working for me. And honestly, I forget about her until she pops up at the end of the show.
Your story is only as good as your villain. If you have a really good, scary, convincing, menacing villain, then we're all invested, because the greater the threat, the more challenge it is for our heroes. So therefore, you know, we need more from her. We need more from, you know, Bloody Rose. And we're not really, we got to wait. That's the thing about it. So we really see what she's capable of.
I really like her. I guess I'm going to, but I think this because I dipped out while I was talking. I don't know if we're headed towards a supernatural element, which I'm hoping that we are, because there's a lot of supernatural elements in the world of Pretty Little Liars. It's really just only one show really went deep into it, and that was Ravenwood. But as far as the other shows, it's just been like a hint of some sort, you know. But I would like the fact that they use this spooky spaghetti.com, which is pretty much creepypasta. I don't know if y'all said it last week.
Yeah,
but,
Mike didn't know what creepypasta was. That had me cracking the fuck up.
I knew what creepypasta was.
You just
I
didn't put
just
the two
couldn't
together.
think of the name of.
It's
Oh my
okay.
God. Okay.
Birthday. Everybody,
But because
Uh,
creepypastas
friend.
themselves tend to have supernatural elements to them, so I'm praying that by them having this site as like this go-to, much like a book of shadows. They got this website to go to sit there and discover stuff and everything like that. I hope it turns into like a supernatural type situation because it makes sense for her to just pop up out of the woodwork like that, start offing them off and everything. But I'm liking the body count so far. I mean, I don't think we got a dead body this episode.
we should have no comment.
Yeah.
We had a dead body. That girl read the hell out of Emma Jean in that ice cream shop.
She could have did.
She got them both together, bitch.
Nosy bitch.
Right.
And then was like, what? Oh my God.
Because all she wanted was some penis.
Rose
All she
with
probably wanted
Denver.
was some dick, and Emma Jean wanted to fuck it up. Like, come on, man.
She was trying to save her.
Like,
I get it.
But you kind of pissed me off right there. But it's just like, girl, let the man get his nut and let the girl get
That's
hers.
the mind
You know
your
what I'm
business.
saying?
No. Mm-mm.
But is it me that? But like when you see Bloody Rose and the shack, did it not remind you of Jason's shack in part 2?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
straight up, like out of the movie, like recreation of Jason's shack in part 2. I love.
I was waiting for one.
And also her sweater is
She's a
kind of
kid, but I'm not
giving Pamela Voorhees. If you look at her sweater, it's the same type of texture and color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love little Easter, like little like things like that. That just someone that wrote this is a horror fan for sure.
What if they're
This little
what if they're doing a reversal of Friday the
What do you mean?
13th, where the son, like, okay, so Archie's in jail, he's got death row,
Right.
So what if his mom saw him go to pay respects to his twin sister? They kind of like they took him away. They kind of like made her like turn to the supernatural. Probably a supernatural force, rather, right? She's like the Jason now. Like she might come back each season, you know what I'm saying, or something like that.
Oh God,
Okay.
Or they're just doing it for just this season,
I can see that, but they just need to put some pep in their step, just a little bit.
I agree with you, Bobby. I'm sort of, and I didn't want to bring this energy for this show, but I'm sort of like, and for everything that happens on the show, like, and okay, she joined the church, and she almost got burned up, and I'm just trying.
Stakes aren't high.
There's no storyline developing quick enough. They're not putting pieces together. They're not doing anything aside. It wasn't until episode 3 where Mouse was like, A is back. All this stuff has been going on, and now we're just not realizing that something is happening after creepypasta, your number being stuff is building up to happen. What are y'all talking about? And Tabby, you should know better. But nothing is really actually happening. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, the stakes
it's
aren't
just not doing it for me yet.
Like we just had like 2 random characters that also had summer school with them to get killed, and it's like, okay, there's no emotional weight to it yet, when
it should have been Kelly and blue balls.
But once the thing about slasher movies, it always happens to the friend group. Like like the heavy shit starts happening to the friend group, and then we have to do the aftermath of it. Right now, no one in the friend group has been stalked or really like attacked or killed. It's always kind of like right now, just like other people around them right now. So like the stakes aren't that high yet. So we don't really feel that investment yet.
True.
You gotta wait for like probably episode 5 or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But the thing, by that time, Alex, it'd be too late.
How many episodes we have this season?
8. 8?
I thought it was 8.
Yep.
I thought it was 8.
Yeah.
So it was 8. Okay, because if it was 10, I'll be like, okay, then maybe obviously we have a lot more to work with. But if we got 8, then they need to hurry it up just a little bit.
That's 5 more episodes, and
and
unless
the
they give
other
us
thing
like longer
that
episodes.
we've learned is that Mouse had her final girl test, so we have 4 more final girl tests to go. With maybe 5 if What's a Karen is included in it. So that's going to take up more shit. So it's kind of like I'm wondering which is going to be like the final girl battle between Bloody Rose and one of the girls.
It's not Mouse, unfortunately.
Because Farron's is the one we saw in the trailer going head to head. So I'm curious which one is going to get like that big fight scene.
It might be.
Well, remember last week we showed that picture of Noah, and she was all scratched up and bloody.
Oh, that's right. And I've changed my tune, y'all. I don't want either of them to die, and I know that's crazy because I normally watching this episode, I was like, you know what? I like all of them together. I don't want any of them to die, even though somebody has to. But I don't want any of them to die. So that's different for me.
Yeah,
that's one thing I'm gonna say. That's one thing I'm gonna say with these past 3 episodes, that the relationships, they're growing stronger, you know, and we're seeing that they're growing stronger. We're starting to like them together. We're starting to, you know, see them in their own personal shit, you know, and then, you know, having a great time together. So it makes you like them a little bit more. So I do enjoy that. It's just that I hope the payoff is really good by the time we get to the end.
And what happened to these parents? And I know these movies are not about this,
right?
Y'all still just letting y'all kids go back. I mean, okay.
Insane.
The first episode sort of was an epilogue to season 1, and it was sort of wrapped it up. And the parents, apparently the other mom is a clerk, and now she's getting ready to become a lawyer. So she's leaving the show. I need more from this show, and I need it now, especially with 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Noah had her chase scene in episode 3.
Damn, that was episode 3? Wow.
Yeah. So would you say that Mouse's chase scene and this one was the chase scene?
Absolutely not.
1?
No.
This Mouse didn't really have nothing to do. She hid. If I'm going to be honest with y'all, Mark, I'm sorry to say this. This would have been the perfect time to kill her.
Okay. I wouldn't mind if Mouse went, not now. I feel like it's too early for her to go. I feel like later down the line she can go.
This would have been the perfect time for her to go, Bobby. I thought this would be the perfect time for her to go because she's the only one who's aware. No, reason why I say that.
Maybe she'll make the season up.
The reason why I say that because
she'll get everybody start, you know.
Yeah, because she's the one who's aware of everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a horror movie. That's where the person who knows all the shit already is one that gets knocked out the first time. So I was like, okay, she's the one connected to spooky spaghetti. She's the one who is her grandmother saw Bloody Rose and you know all this stuff and
her grandma.
And then her grandmother, I thought it was like a
it was not her fault, y'all, but I was so
bad for her grandma.
I was so pissed.
I feel bad
for her.
I really do. I'm like, does she have dementia or does she have
she has one of
Alzheimer's?
And what kind of so I know if my grandmother dropped me off at a surprise party, my grandmother is walking in there with me. So why would she just drop her off and then just
because she's in on it?
I think she's sick. No, bro, I think she got Alzheimer's, bro. She got Alzheimer's. I'm telling y'all.
That's an excuse. That's
got Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And I think that we are gonna find out maybe in the next episode. She got Alzheimer's.
Also
sad.
Does Mouse's parents, do they know the grandmother is having like memory issues or something? Because
I don't think they do.
You having her watch Mouse, you having her drive, and I don't think you're supposed to be doing that when you can't.
No,
function.
you're not.
Right?
Well,
They don't. They don't because trust Mouse's mom would not have been. She would not have left because she's still on that whole, you know, paranoid thing because she asked for her private number, which means that she's trying to keep an eye on her and everything like that. Though, but she got to save. They got to save their marriage, so they got to do what it.
That's why she should have died.
Your mouse shouldn't allow it either. Mouse was like, you know what? I've been noticing some signs, Grandma. You know, sit back. I'll ask my boyfriend to take like
me and Grandma listen. For the last couple of weeks, you've been on one
because she didn't blink an eye with this.
Because you talking about
blink an eye when dude
blinking
came
out.
in the living room. Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
What? I live here, Grandma. Not today. I understand. I am very sensitive to what's going on with you. I'm very sensitive, but I have a party to attend, and you can't drive me. And I know you want to, but you just can't do it.
You just can't.
And we're not having it. We're not doing it. You're not driving me, and that's that.
And you would have thought that she would have sat there. You'd have thought she would have sat there. Grandma has me. She's taking me to the party right now, and he would have probably picked up on it and been like, no, that's not what the party's at. You know, nobody's still communicating after last year. Nobody's still like communicating the right way. You know what I'm saying? And
he already spilled the beans about the party. You might
right.
And I was mad. I was mad. You might as well go ahead and
he gonna come over there later.
I mean, in his defense, Mouse was doing the most. Okay, I was like, you acted up.
She's an excited kid, you know, excited about a surprise party, so I get it. Like,
they don't like me. Oh, girl, shut up! I don't want to hear it.
Right, and this is why.
They call me no party.
Are we going to get a
But
Halloween?
it was cute too at the same time. I don't know.
What you say, Alex?
Are we going to get a Halloween episode this year?
No, it's the summertime.
It's summer, yeah. I was
but I'm just saying that Halloween episode last year was fucking.
It was
dope.
good.
Yeah, it was great.
That was a hot.
Yeah, it was.
That's what really made me fall in love with that show. Yeah.
And wait, so their summer school is only for what, a couple of weeks, right? It's not even that long. For a month.
A month.
Because let's see if they can do.
Like 4th.
And they also
can
jump through time. You know, they can also jump time. You know.
Because I was gonna say if they was to do a 4th of July episode, they could probably do tribute to I Know What You Did Last Summer. So maybe somebody could get a copy of Golden Shivers, and y'all can get your life. So
that's gonna be Karen.
Okay, that's the.
I would see Karen. Yes. And then this, she could die that way.
Yeah, her and Boston died. Then they can reenact the whole thing.
Yup. I'm here for that.
Oh,
hopefully that happens.
I'll say that later. I don't know, but it may be Tabby that has the chase scene this season. We're gonna talk about it later when we talk about what they're saying. But she gave an interview about her experience this season, and Bobby, I think you're gonna be really excited.
To be honest, like the Randy of this show
is
it happened to Randy, like honestly.
You trying to get my girl murdered in a truck?
Right. I mean, my heart.
I don't know.
Like
that. Dog, that breaks my heart like completely.
Yeah, I think that would really shake the table, and nobody. I don't even know how you would do a season 3 without Tabby.
I mean, they would have to.
I mean, they got along just fine without Randy. So I mean,
that's true. That is true.
But I mean,
but I mean, she is making decisions. She went into that basement, even though she knew she shouldn't have gone in the basement.
She played Bloody Mary when she already said her and Fallon are not doing it.
Listen, y'all. I was texting TaMon when I was watching this. I don't trust her boo. I don't trust him at all. I don't.
You know what did it for me? When she called him and he was apologizing, he was like, "Do you think I'm the kind of guy that?" I was like, "Just because you said that, that now I think you did."
The way he was acting, I was like, something's a little off.
Billy Loomis,
interest.
True.
Billy fucking Loomis.
Yep.
Never trust
Billy Loomis, man. Straight up.
That would be.
We haven't met his. Have we met his parent? One of the parents. And he's talking about we moved here from New York. We don't really know why he moved there.
Yeah.
I do like his little basement though.
I love it.
Yeah. When they were going down, I'm not too sure. Well, first of all, I've seen a bunch of horror posters, but the very first one I noticed was from Ghostbusters 2. He had a poster of Vigo. I think his name was Vigo, the villain in Ghostbusters 2. A huge poster of that. I was like, oh shit. Okay. He went back. I've seen the Killer Clowns one, but
I like his
don't trust
character.
him.
He's like a tabby. He's actually like Randy, honestly, because I just think if you're gonna invite her over, you will put up those masks. And I just think it was really what's the word that people use all the time now? It's called it'll come to me. But whatever he's doing, I didn't like it. And I didn't feel it was right for Tabby. And she did right. Like Imogen said, leave. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, just leave. Gaslighting. That's the word. Thank you.
I'm just shocked that Tabby has not seen Blackula. That shit kind of shook me for a little bit.
Me too. When she said she didn't see that, I said, "Hold up,
Tabitha. I was
Tabitha. Like, we're not doing this."
Side eye.
I said, "Okay."
I've seen Blackenstein, Dr. Black, and Mr. Hyde. You know,
I haven't seen these either.
Oh, now
It happened.
You see Blackula?
Yeah, I got it on DVD. I got the poster and all that shit.
Yeah. They was playing on Pluto TV the other day. I was watching that.
Tried. I don't like my vampires speaking Shakespearean or whatever the hell he talking like.
That's
my
just do it for the culture. If you like it, sure. If you
I
don't,
like my vampires a little more bitey and feral.
Well, the thing
but
about
still watched.
Well, the thing about that
I
is the blaxploitation era. They were just giving us pimps and hoes and all that shit. You know,
my favorite.
You say your favorite.
Variety to the whole of black films back then, so he wanted to bring something different. You know, so he wanted to switch it up. That we can be noble, we can be kings and queens and things like that, and hold court and do all these things. And so, I mean, that's a big part of who the actor was, and that was also who William Crane was as a director. To make that happen, because what they originally wanted for Blackula was totally different than what we got. You know, a little bit of class and a little bit of style. They really just wanted it to be this run-of-the-mill type of, you know, blaxploitation movie, but he wanted to bring class to it, you know, and so the way he talked and everything he did was no different than what Bela Lugosi was, you know, or what Christopher Lee was doing when they played Dracula. You come from nobility, you come from, you know, wealth, you come from power. So like, bring that, you know, so that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to just do it.
I haven't seen those either.
Because, you know, white people just wanted to do it a certain way. And, and no, we're not doing that. We're going to make it a vampire movie. So he had to fight for that. You know, he had to fight really hard to make it what it is that we see on screen right now. You know, that was an effort. All I'm saying is just that was an effort for that. Yeah,
I'm gonna add it to the list.
I'm just
I'm gonna watch Blackula.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm just saying it's not.
But I'm shocked.
It's not, you know, it's not the best, but you know, it was what they did at the time. You know, if we did a black vampire movie now, there would be a lot of different elements that would make it stand out. But back then, they had to really fight to get it to where it is right now. You know, so I'm not gonna say it's gonna rock or anything like that, but we had to really fight hard to get, you know, that movie on screen where they wanted it to, you know.
I got a question for Michael. Did you shit a grin or whatever when they sat there saying Troll 2? Did you just get your ever funny?
Yes.
I was like,
it made me like
this.
more.
I bet you. I said Mike just sat here probably at the house. I think they said Troll 2, but you haven't seen Black. Okay.
Not you throwing that back in there, crushing the dream.
Wearing your mouth. That's not a circle back. That's a circle back. We love it.
Seen Troll 2, but you ain't seen Blackula. All right.
Are there any relationships or themes this season that are standing out to you that you are excited about or that you're tired of seeing? For me, I know it's required to go through your trauma and show that in story form. I get it. I know that. But I'm really tired of it. I really want them to sort of like, I really want them to define this season. And it's not happening for me. Like last season, it was about the original sin of their parents. And then they're being stalked for it. This season, it's about.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know. And that bothers me.
Yeah, same.
Got 8 episodes for the season, so
Well, 5 more left, right?
So, do we think the church is a red herring? Because that poster was wild. That she was passing out.
Yeah, I
want to see this play we're putting on, and this is fire, brimstone, and shit on the poster.
But did we get the one reference with that church?
The what?
Like Mordecai, like is Saint Mordecai?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Like the main kid that was running everything.
Malachi, yeah.
Malachi, yeah. Like that's those are the references. Or am I tripping?
I didn't even catch that.
I didn't catch
nor did I.
That's
Me
a
either.
good one. But listen.
Speaking of the church.
Yeah.
So you know the what's his name? The pastor,
Greg?
right?
Oh.
Yeah.
The pastor?
The pastor. Yeah. So I guess that he has said where Sandy had went to.
Yeah, you're saying
like,
that Sandy was the girl that got killed because they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I see what Jimmy's saying. Because
see what I'm saying?
She got stabbed the fuck to death at the end of part 2. And then they sat there and was like, oh, her mom was like, she moved away. She decided to go somewhere this summer. How the fuck is it? Like, did you talk to her mom? Like, you know, just like, that was kind of on my end. The girl who was supposed to do the scene with Greg, but then he didn't show up. And she got shanked at the end of the episode. You know what I'm saying? And they said, she decided to go be with her dad during the summer, some shit like that.
Who said
and I'm
that?
like, that's like glaring. The pastor.
I must have tuned him
out. Yeah, I missed that for sure.
Because you would think that after they've had like this 10-person killing spree, this pretty much was a damn massacre, like they said it is, that people would be more like attuned to what's going on around there. Like, for instance, alert. Like, so what's the 2 people that got killed the first episode? They just said, oh, they're absent. Nobody's put out an APB out for them.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing.
And it's just like nobody's talking again. So to answer TaMon's question, that's the shit that's irking me right now.
Homage to Buffy, because as I'm rewatching this season of Buffy, Mark, everybody's getting got, but they still opening the school and going about their day like shit ain't happening. The principal got, and then they bring a new one, kids is getting killed, and they go to school the next day like ain't shit happening.
Because me and Mike and TaMon know what this right
There's
here.
no excuse for that. I'm sorry. I don't care how far the season we get. There's no excuse unless the school itself is something. Unless the school itself is hellmouth or whatever the fuck it is, and everybody's possessed. There's no reason why this shit is allowed.
I agree actually with Bobby.
I want to be the next
really
episode of
that every year, or not even every year, at least 20 people die from this school, and no one has anything to say about it. And they didn't just start dying. Okay, this is not new. These parents and grandparents know that people die in the city all the time. So what do? Another missing body. I guess they gone.
They do it in Santa Carla as well. They did it in Santa Carla as well. It's just like put up a missing sign. Put up a missing sign. We'll find them.
Yeah, but this is different. You got dead bodies in the school. A principal was eating in the office.
Yes, blood everywhere.
Period.
We'll just get a new principal tomorrow.
But speaking of the principal, did anyone catch the Goodfellas poster that was up in his office?
Yes.
Oh, damn, Alex.
Yeah,
I caught that.
No.
I love shit like that. So like,
Derek said, very thoughts and prayers. Oh, we got finals today, so you know, very much so. And you know what? Someone brought it to my attention. Why are these girls? Oh, that was me and you talking, Jimmy. Why are these girls even in summer school? The principal was part of the killing spree, and you want to put us in summer school?
Right. Yes.
As if if her mom was really a lawyer, she would have got them right together.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing it.
Listen, that's what I was gonna say,
Exactly.
TaMon. Thank you. Like, we're in summer school because of this fucking.
We wouldn't have no
system.
season.
Exactly.
Because of this fucking government. Because of this fucking police force. We're in school right now because of we're about to be in trouble right now because of you fuckers. Do I need to go to the ACLA and get the damn fuckers come out here and sue the fuck out of y'all because y'all ain't finna ruin my goddamn summer? I just popped out a whole damn human being. I ain't finna have a hot
And
damn
gave
summer.
it up.
I'm finna be out here throwing my ass in a circle all the way from the end to August.
Put that ass in the circle.
I'm finna
Not
do
a circle.
Girl, Imogen.
I said shit. I said, Imogen, y'all ain't doing it right. Y'all ain't doing it right.
My girl Imogen.
Y'all ain't doing it
Yeah,
right.
that would have been me. We would have still been. If that would have been us, we would have still been arguing in this principal's office about why we not coming to summer school.
Right.
Honestly, so either I'm gonna move on or I'm gonna do homeschooling because I'm not doing what you're talking
But
about.
should they be shocked though? Like y'all know y'all weren't doing work. Y'all know y'all weren't passing shit.
No, of course. Why are you? We're not repeating nothing. Farron
But the
said,
thing-
And they only
No,
had
that's-
summer
that's-
school for like
that's-
4 weeks. It's not even a whole summer. They got all of July and August.
And it's
They're
only a
literally
few
there
hours.
in the month of June.
True.
Not
For like
doing
4 hours.
True.
Exactly. So they be
not
shocked.
doing it.
But true,
said
but
not
that's
doing
like
it.
a lot of
Not
times.
doing it. Aaron said she's never made a B in her life. Oh, absolutely
Listen.
not doing it. You got me messed up. Just take my GPA at the beginning of last year and apply it to next year, and we'll be good to go.
I'm cracking up.
I mean, y'all better give me some credit or something. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff in the episode that I did enjoy in terms of like the spooky spaghetti website. I wish they had a deal like a tie-in website where you can actually go and read the shit because I like to look at stuff like that, creepy pastas and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's
Oh, yeah,
my
that would
shit.
be
I like
nice.
to watch that going on
That
YouTube or
would have been
something
some
like
good marketing.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
Good, great
Yeah.
marketing. You know what I'm
That would have been
saying?
good
If
marketing.
only it was the late 2000s. If only it was the late 90s, early 2000s, we would have got something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to touch
I read
on
all the
Mike
Dawson Creek
unofficial
diaries.
comment real quick because he said that he I think it has something to do with reshooting. They were finished filming and had to reshoot it because they are ending the show with the season. Ash and I were so mad when they announced that. So I just want to know the source. Is it really announced that they're ending with the season,
minute.
or
I need a
No, I'm
I
right there
haven't
with you,
heard
Bobby.
that.
I need a source.
neither.
yeah?
Text me.
Because I heard from
I
Ash as
know.
well, but I wasn't too sure if that was like accurate. Because I'll be upset for sure.
Yeah,
I'm like, y'all got 5 more episodes.
I haven't heard this for the last season. I mean, I can sort of see it,
Neither.
but I can't. Oh, they are like number 3 on HBO. So I mean, that's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know.
I was gonna mention it.
Gonna pick up. If that's the case, then they're gonna pick up really quick, and we're not gonna be able to catch our breath.
Good.
Yeah,
They pick it up, and it's gonna fuck up. It's
Yeah.
a slow burn.
it is.
That's
Well,
what I'm
Maybe
thinking.
maybe that's why the promos were being like midsummer-ish because that's also a slow burn. So maybe it's playing this season will have that sort of intellectual
Right.
approach to it.
And they're lulling us. They're
Also,
just all relax with everybody, and the whole thing of my girls and hot girl summer, and the friendship, and then I feel like once the shit really starts picking up, and our favorites start being attacked and stalked, and one by one, we're gonna be probably still talking about it.
You know what? That could be true. And now that I thought about midsummer, that may be where the church comes into play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they already are sort of
will be. They
cultish.
did mention
Think
this
about how
one.
they're operating. They're sort of cultish, and look how they're doing with Kelly and Greg.
Exactly.
And the mom,
Yeah.
who I think is part of this. Yeah, but
Good point.
Jimmy, it's time that you join Bobby and Mike.
Shit.
In the hell?
My boys.
What's up?
What's happening?
It's funny meeting you here.
Right. We meet again.
So welcome to the Hell Seats. Me and Mike each have 3 questions to ask you. So be prepared, because sometimes it can be a little kooky banana. So let me stop. But they're fun. So we're just gonna talk, and give some questions. So I'll go first. So question number 1. If your worst hidden secret came back in the form of a killer, pretty much just manifested into a killer, what would that look like?
Yikes.
You don't have to get personal, but like something that you want us to know.
That's a good question.
We could come back to that if you want.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I really don't think about that. Damn.
Okay. We better go, Mike.
Sure. Let's get this one out of the way. Why do you think Helen Shivers' sister does not get as much attention as Helen Shivers?
I don't know. She seemed like a
responsible older sibling.
Ass in a way. I mean, yeah, she was responsible, but she was kind of
jealous.
She was a kiss ass in a way,
Kiss ass.
Jealous.
Yeah, she was a kiss ass in a way. Yeah,
because her name was Elsa.
I saw that.
You know what? Mike, I was on your side, but I didn't care for Elsa either. She got on my nerves. But
it makes sense because
don't get me wrong though, but she was fine. She was fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Question number 2. I'm gonna pull a page out of Tabby's question. Favorite vampire movie and why? I'm curious.
I would say Dracula with Gary Oldman.
Oh, with the
Dracula
butthead, Bram Stoker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And why?
I would say because I love the production design. I love the production design. The only thing that I did not like about that movie, which sadly is Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Keanu, I love Keanu, but man, that wasn't for you, bro.
Earlier movies, they
Keanu,
all had that little
that wasn't for him.
Yeah,
that role wasn't for him, but hey, he had to get a check. I would say that, and definitely Lost Boys.
Yes.
I still believe. Boy, that's right. I still believe. He was cutting up with that shit.
That's my shit. Listen.
Abigail's too new.
Yeah,
Abigail, we gotta see what she gives, but
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. Man, I gotta
check out Vamp too. Have you seen Vamp before?
Yes.
Okay.
With Grace Jones.
Yes.
Yo, have y'all seen? I'm sorry, but this is like a sidetrack. Have y'all seen the 007 movie with her?
Probably not. I've seen clips with her in it.
What?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I never watched
it's
the
like
full
a
movie.
parody type James Bond, but it's still like a James Bond movie, and it's funny as hell. It's just a bad James Bond movie.
Yes.
All
right, what you got, Mike?
Ooh, oh yes, Andre, Innocent Blood, love Innocent Blood. Okay, let's say it's your 16th birthday. Would you rather fulfill the prophecy of being the spawn of Satan, or would you like to live every day the same day and you die every single time, like Groundhog's Day?
Ooh.
Fulfill being the spawn of Satan. Because having to die every day will
cut the camera, Ricky. Get him out of here.
I agree with him, though. I agree with him.
Having to die every day, fucking Groundhog's Day, and happy.
That's worse.
Day, I'm cool on that, dog. I'm cool on that.
I got all of y'all.
That's like purgatory. Who wants to like live life like Misty Day and Coven when she has to keep doing it over and over? Like that's that's again, terrible. Dog. I'm good. I'm with you, Jimmy.
I'll be the spawn of Satan. Yeah, I'll be.
I'm learning a lot about y'all.
We learned a lot about you. Okay, my last question is, if you can bring back, this is similar to what TaMon was saying earlier about Final Girls, but outside of this TV show, if you can bring back one final girl with their movie to get a requel, outside of obviously Laurie Strode and Sydney because they already did it, who would it be? And it can be like somebody in a sequel before they didn't get their enough time. It can be anybody.
I think I got like 3. I have like 3 people in my head.
Oh, give it to us.
The first one would be Chris from Friday
Part 3. Okay.
It would be her. Second one would be
TaMon.
Christy.
Bitch.
From Hellraiser.
Hell yeah.
And Christy from Hellraiser.
Christy from Hellraiser for sure.
I love Christy. And my third one was.
Is there a certain Nightmare on Elm Street girly you're thinking of?
No, Mike, I'm sorry. I mean, man, I love Alice, but
she seems happy in her little pizzeria the first time.
Yeah. And my third one was Rocky from
Phantasm 3?
Phantasm, yes.
Yes. Hell yes. Come on.
Love that.
You might love her. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. That was 3.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
You got a third one? Oh.
If Gail or Sydney has to die in Scream 7, which character would you like to go?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
Gail.
Did you leave on purpose?
Gail has to go. Okay, Gail, I got it.
Wow. Gail gotta go.
Why?
She didn't almost die probably like 4 or 5 times. Like way more.
I'll repeat the question.
Than Sydney has.
The question was, I don't know if that means repeated, but the question was, would he rather Gail or Sydney die in the next Scream movie? He chose Gail.
I chose Gail.
Some might say rightly so.
I mean, she has almost died, like 4 or 5 times now? She almost
I don't think it's been that many.
She almost died in 6.
The first one, she almost died.
6. The third one, technically, and 2.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
The first one
almost died in all of them.
Yes.
Some might say that makes her the Scream girl. That makes her the Scream girl. Nev hasn't had to almost die that many times. Scream franchise.
She's almost died in all of them.
In all of them, yes.
When you think about it, technically they all have, but her though, super close, super close, super close every time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe part 7 it'll be time. in part 7.
She gotta go.
It'll be time. And she gave us our life in part 6, so maybe part 7.
Mark.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Is that the bonnet? I'm cracking up. Well, that's the third question. I guess you did it. I mean, you don't have to answer my first one. That's fine. I'm sure that was probably a deep one. But yeah, if you want to come back to me and text us about that one, then sure.
About the first question?
Yeah.
I want to know.
I gotta go deep in back.
You survived the hell seat.
You did survive.
Woo! Now I guess we can cut to commercial or back to the guys.
You can bring TaMon.
First of all, I got so scared. No, I got so fucking scared because I'm like, why are they just showing me? Where's everybody else? I was about to close this laptop. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. That was
Happy
dope.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
That scared the shit out of me.
So not only did the liars keep a secret from Tabby, we've been keeping one from you too. So happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Wow. Appreciate it, y'all.
Let's take a
Love
drink.
you guys.
Love you too.
Cheers.
Quick question. If we're the Pretty Little Lies, the 6 of us, who is dying first and who's surviving?
Ooh.
Quick. Just spitfire.
Mark.
You said second?
No, I'm just saying I thought myself up because I'm pretty sure I have all the information, and by me having information, that means I have to go. If you have a lot of information in the Pretty Little Lies world, you have to go. Because only 2 can keep a secret where the bitches is dead. So I'll be one of the dead bitches.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll go with, since Mark offered himself up to go first.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mark. I love you, Mark. Go ahead.
I think I vote for Mark to go first.
Woo.
Okay.
He's being banished.
I just want a good ass chase scene. I'm talking like mileage, So if I go, so it could be like everybody can be heartfelt. I want mileage. I want to jump. I want to be Brandy, Helen Shivers, and Andrea, and Andrea from The Walking Dead. Because y'all forget, she had half the episode. She was.
Oh yes.
Andrea in The Walking Dead.
I love Andrea.
She had a damn good chase.
The Walking Dead.
She did a Helen Shivers, bitch. Now that you mention that, she did a damn Helen Shivers at the end of that chase.
The fact that we call great chase scenes the Helen Shivers let you know everything, and I just want to say that.
Who said that?
Who said that? Okay, Mark. Since you get killed first, who gets killed next?
You.
Damn.
I get killed this time. I get killed.
No, because you're gonna be the one. You gonna have like a whole damn press conference and a get together, and then somebody's gonna send you because you guys you gonna send me out in style. You gonna send me out in style. And then somebody's gonna be like, oh, TaMon got caught with Mark's. Mark's actually sent a fail safe to TaMon. He got information. He got to go.
Not I'm getting killed after your funeral. That's everything.
Right.
Sounds good. Okay, so after me, I'm gonna go with you know who it is.
You better have facts. Back it up.
Everybody knows who's gonna be next.
Damn. Say his name.
Say their name.
Yeah.
Say it. Say my name.
That's good. It's gonna be. I'm gonna go with Jimmy because I think it's a new person has to die eventually, sometime in the mix. Because we're not, it's not one of those movies where we pass.
Not Jimmy Bones.
Sorry,
Not Jimmy Bones.
Maybe you got too drunk at Mark's repass.
I'm cracking up.
Listen, man.
I feel like Phaedra and Traders was just like, child, not Ekansu.
Not Jesus, not Ekansu.
Man, if I have to go, I'm gonna go out shooting.
I know that's right.
That's fair. Just like Homegirl and Halloween Kills.
Oh no! No!
Let's start with big, baby.
No!
We're not gonna do my girl Carmela like that.
Shorty boy. Woo,
wow! Everybody caught that. Never that reference.
Yeah. She thought she was doing something. Bam.
Yeah.
Almost was.
That ain't.
All right, Jimmy. Who dies next after you? Yeah, we're making our way through. Say it.
Bobby.
Oh.
You know what? It's fine. I didn't want to be.
But you have a good chase scene though.
See each other. I said at least I would have a dope ass chase scene and I would deliver. So that's all that matters.
Yes.
So I'm fine with that. It's okay.
Bobby.
Damn. Alexx or Mike?
So
yes.
So hard. You know what, Mike? I love you, but you gotta go.
Not who you want to die. Who's
going to die? You are.
You're next.
You're next. Because you're connected. Because you're connected to me, and you're the next one. I feel like Alexx would have more sense.
Fast,
but I feel like Alexx would have more sense than you. I think your mouth would get you in more trouble than anything. So
you just leave the park.
You're the Kia. You're the Kia. Talking all this shit and back into a damn
oh wow. You know what? I will take that.
Your Kia. Talking back to Freddie.
Mike, does Alexx live or is he also too being murdered?
We need to find
Alexx is going to live. He's going to live.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking go down. I was gonna go down saving someone else's life. That's what I had been myself. Okay. I was gonna sacrifice myself to make sure that someone else was gonna make it.
Mike.
So Bobby messed it up. See?
But somebody that is not white, somebody black, somebody of color.
I think Alexx is the perfect final boy.
No white folks.
Hey,
we're not doing that no more. It is 2024. We ain't doing that no more. No.
And I think the killer would be Ricky. Love you, Ricky.
I love that for us.
Because we never finish on time. She's tired of our bullshit.
And that's how we get murdered one by one. This is so good. And that's so good. I love that storyline for us. Alexx,
there we go.
Make sure you do a memorial for us, please.
Write the book.
Yeah, write the you know what to do. You know what to do.
All right, Gail.
Make that coin.
Somebody had to write a book about it.
We need a set it off scene with you crying on the bed like Jada Pinkett and remembering us. And then that's gonna be the end of it.
Not though I'm missing you.
Yeah. All right.
Next, what they are saying about this show, and they can mean a few people.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up.
I don't have anything.
The people.
Oh.
So
I'll read this out here.
This is Mouse. Mouse was asked the question, wait, were those fires real? She said, yes, the fire department was on standby, and that's why I'm wearing a long sleeve. Hashtag fire. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They're trying to burn her up for real.
I get it.
I didn't realize she had on a damn
a long sleeve and her hair was braided back. Exactly. Okay. That's why she should have. Okay. Yeah. Bobby, this is for you.
This was it. This yes, I saw this too.
I can say 1, it's coming. 2, I'm trying to be careful. It was the hardest thing I've ever filmed in my entire life, not to be dramatic. 3, it took several days to film, and 4, I was really sore after. I will leave you.
Girl, you better serve.
Boy, that got
all
me.
It is.
I'm scared.
I'm excited.
I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared for that one.
And that's the church in the picture, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on fire.
Scared, man.
Okay. Maybe I called it too early. Okay.
I'm excited.
I'm scared for my girl, man.
Me too. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, this week,
we
chatted.
Come through.
Muscles out, boy. Muscles out.
We chatted with Zaria this weekend. This week, she was tweeting and responding back to us after me and Mike put her up to be the new Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
And she was retweeting it. It got and then she retweeted. She's gonna check us out. So if you're watching, we love you. We stand you and thank you.
I girl.
I understand you. I consider myself Aaron's gay uncle. I'm your uncle, so
not the gay uncle.
Of the show.
I'm the gunkle.
Peter brother. Why you gotta be the gunkle?
Because I gotta come in and show out.
The gunkle.
You know, gunkle's all. Because you as a gunkle, you can walk in and do your thing and then leave without having any baggage.
Yep, you get her mama together and you leave.
Yes, but I'm here for this. I would live to see her as like the new Buffy. Like,
oh my god,
not even Buffy, but the new Slayer. Because I don't.
Well, a new Slayer, yeah, like a new Slayer. Like she would for sure eat. 100%.
All the way up.
And let's see. Jordan and Mouse and Ash this season. I think they're stronger than ever and they're fully in love, having the time of their life, going on this mystery together. You know, riding the motorcycle, looking for Bloody Rose together, and he's really become a Watson to her Sherlock. That's adorable. I can't wait to see this.
I agree.
I love the fuck out of Ash. I just love his character because he's really in love with that girl. He's really in love with the girl, and because anybody else would have been like, "Oh, girl, bye. I ain't got time for all of this."
Would y'all be brokenhearted if he was like a part of it? If he was either a part of the Bloody Rose situation or he would die?
I would rather him die versus him being the Billy Loomis, and that would just kill me.
Me too.
Listen,
I would like that.
His name is Ash. They paying homage to Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. What about the dude?
Final man. That's
about that.
Final guy. Ash is the OG final guy. An evil dude.
I think he should have something to do with it because the grandmama, who's the friend the grandmother thinks
she got Alzheimer's.
Other than him.
That's a part of it. She got Alzheimer's, and somebody is playing with that woman. She got Alzheimer's,
because
it was him.
I don't think she do. She just don't care.
Yeah,
she didn't take mine, bro. Come on, man.
No, I'm with TaMon. Something she's acting real dumb. Like she know what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Alzheimer's. I swear to God, y'all. Come on, like just think about this.
Okay.
God damn, man.
I would live if the grandmama was a part of it. Okay.
I would too. Yeah.
Sick, y'all.
That would be cute.
Crazy. That would be crazy.
And then she can give us a Nancy Loomis performance.
That would be crazy. That would come out of left field, though.
It would.
And
that would come out of left field.
She's been playing this all along. Nothing is wrong with her. She is just playing this role of this grandmother who has dementia.
Kaiser Soze from Usual Suspects. That would come out of left field.
Yeah, it would.
I want it to happen.
It's just like I feel like the stories have to have some connection to what's going on with Archie. And that's the motivation behind what the killer's doing, I assume. So anybody that's a suspect, that brings us to our next topic, suspects. Anybody that's a suspect has to have some type of connection to what happened, or they're trying to do a real life sequel. And we all know sequels suck. So
Do they?
do a real life sequel.
Not all of them.
No, that was what Randy said.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to save time, there's a formula to it.
I believe the line is stay away from her, you mean? Film class, right? But the suspects, my number one. Huh?
I'll say it looks like you have a gold mohawk. I'm sorry.
I do.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. My number one suspect is the mom. Kate. No, not Kate. Aaron and Kelly's mom. The one who stabbed her husband last season. The sheriff.
Makes sense.
She's my number one suspect. She looks like she can wear that outfit, but wasn't just me. Did Rose looks like it was a guy dressed up like that this last time? One of the when they were showing, I think it was in the fun house, whatever that was for her birthday. It looked like it was a boy that was wearing that, or it could have also been Jen. No, she was at the party, but it looked like it was that was wearing the costume. And now that we've mentioned that, if all those other people was at the skating rink, that eliminates at least them from being. I mean, that could be a part of it still, right?
Yeah.
But there's somebody else that's not there.
I think there's two.
I wonder if
Christian was late, so
he was late.
Yep. He sure was.
Party. So maybe.
I mean, maybe they're just trying to make him like the red herring, but that's my suspect for sure. Yeah, like I feel like they're trying to make it seem like it, but I don't know. He's just doing too many things that's making me just question him. And like again, the question is we got more episodes to go, but like, where's his parents? Why didn't he? I feel like he wanted Tabby to find those masks in that locker or that closet he had them in. Like I think he did that purposely because he knew that she was going to go snooping and find it, and that was just like a fake. So he's up to something. If he's not a part of the Bloody Rose situation, he has a whole different
he got a different agenda.
Okay,
yeah, different agenda for sure.
Yeah,
I like that idea, Bobby, of actually having two motives happening separately or simultaneously in this season. He could be the one trying to recreate a sequel. He could be the one that's. Since he's obsessed with horror, that could be his thing.
He's Richie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's Mickey. Well, not Mickey. Mickey was hired, but Mickey was
crazy.
Richie was right. He's more like Richie. Yeah.
Work to the trial.
I'm gonna go a little left field here. I'm going with the therapist. Because I think
that's so left field.
I can see it directing them on what to. She's like, go out, don't be amongst each other and be together. Go separate, go live your life. You get a job, you do this, you do that. So now they're vulnerable. They're not the Losers Club anymore. Now everybody's off doing their own thing, and I think that makes it easier for them to be killed. So I think she has something to do with it.
Possibly,
I like that. Yeah.
She is from the original series, and she was suspect then, but she didn't.
What was her character in the original?
She was a therapist in the original line.
She's the same.
I never watched.
Yeah.
And it needs to be somebody that knows all of their shit to really trigger them, and she's somebody who would know everything about them.
I feel like that's gonna put her as a target. It'll be cool if they killed her off because she has all their files. She has all their numbers, which also could make her a prime suspect too. But
it makes her a prime suspect.
Yeah,
it makes her a prime suspect, and her motive will be great because she didn't get the fame that the other girls got. She didn't get She's still a therapist treating these selfish girls who always get into trouble. So maybe she just snapped.
Listen. She just got tired of dealing with Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex, what
How
about
you
you? Do you
bitches?
have any suspects?
It's the same thing, like, well, because when she tried to, I almost feel like she's trying to subdue the rage that's in what's her name again?
Imogen.
Not Imogen, but
Tabitha.
When she wanted to express how she felt about it, she's almost like redirecting her energy to something else instead of really being the one to really like get her activated and actually want to get, not revenge, but to get justice.
Mm-hmm.
Write it down, just write about it, and just said that. And sure, that could be a helpful tool, but I feel like for me, that felt like, yeah, that's suspicious to me. Like, you should be on her side. You should want her to kind of pursue more of a justice type of thing, but you're trying to like tell her that, oh no, don't do that, do this instead, and this.
Yeah.
Do it.
And she was real quick to be like, don't you think his mother has the right to grieve as well? Are you his auntie, bitch? What's going on here?
That part. So that's suspicious to me. But like I said,
speaking of his mama,
yeah, it's just everybody's a suspect. And once I watched Scream for the first time, I realized that I could be wrong. So, along for the fucking ride. I'm just along for the ride. I can never really tell anymore. I really can't. I don't trust my senses as much as I used to. Scream fucked me up, and a few other slashers had really fucked me up. So sometimes I know who it is, and it takes me for a loop. So I'm just down for it. But the psychiatrist is definitely on my list for sure.
Jimmy, you were about to speak about Chip's mom, I think.
Yeah, man. She got. I think she's kind of a part of it. Some way.
What'd she do?
Wait.
Oh, Chip's mom. I'm thinking of
yeah. It was just how Mark said it. The bitch. I live.
Because your son sat there and raped 2 girls. And you're worried about how his reputation's going. He didn't have one beforehand. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, man, you're going to sit there and accept the fact that your son was a rapist. And when I saw that damn rapist written across the tombstone, I screamed.
Yeah.
Screamed. Because that's how you get a bitch. That's how you get. Tabby eliminated all her problems right there and there. You want me to write this shit out? RAPIST. Okay.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
You know what?
Most
That's
purged.
funny because it's almost how the teacher was on Sabrina, how she sort of lightweight told her to do bad things, but didn't tell her to do bad things, and sort of was guiding her in this sort of dark path. And maybe the therapist could be doing the same to the girls, could be pushing them to. Well, we've only seen it with this situation with Tabby,
right?
But maybe pushing them to do.
Yeah.
Maybe pushing them to do other things. Who do we consider the MVP of this episode?
I don't know, because all the girls had like their own time to like, shine in their own way. I want to say Farron. Because how she handled her situation. Yeah, and she was getting them all together. She was like taking no shit. I want to say Imogen, but at the same time, I think she was just so caught up in her situation with Johnny and.
Yeah, she's horny, man.
But for me,
girl,
listen, we have her needs sometimes. So I mean, let her do her thing.
Go to church.
No, that's the last thing she should do. What are you talking about?
Well, but for me, I'm gonna stay fair. I'm gonna stay fair.
Bobby, I would say Farron. I love her monologue to her boyfriend about power and how she really asserted her power this episode and really coming into her own. And she said that in her. Me and last week we played a clip of hers, and she spoke about owning her power. And this week she actually showed it, how she's the only Black person on this team the only black female on this team with all these white guys, and she is running them left and right. That, and I like that she fired the guy who almost had the boy.
Yep,
that almost drowned.
Almost drowned. Yeah.
And I applaud her for being honest about with Henry.
Thank you.
Yeah,
let the gay boy go.
He can go by. He can leave the show. He can be killed next. He's so annoying. So annoying.
Yeah, he gotta go.
Really nice.
What about you, Bobby? Who was your you just said Farron.
Yeah, I said Farron, yeah.
What about you, Mike? Who's your MVP?
It's Farron. I would have thought would be Mouse just because she had the scene at the end, but there was not a lot happening with her. Maybe after she was attacked, she might get a little stronger and realize, okay, I need to prepare somewhat. But for me, it's Farron just because she accepted who she was. She's not trying to fit in. She's not doing any of that. And her being able to be honest with whatever his name is. Again, I got to give it to her. Everybody else, Tabitha, I mean, she's getting closer to the boy. I would still be side-eyeing him. So I can't give it to her because she went in the basement.
Yeah. Should follow her gut.
I kind of want to give it to Emma Jean just because I would probably cock block too if I were her age and it was girls coming in there.
They'll use one of those.
Exactly.
Yes, he's garbage.
Thank you, Bobby.
He's trash. He's trash.
Jeez,
man. Noah. I did like Noah's scene though when she checked her friend. Yeah. I like that.
And she said, by the way, bitch, you owe me $20.
Yeah.
Run me my money.
It's Farron. It's Farron for me.
Farron. What about you, Jimmy? Who's your MVP for this episode?
I think I'm gonna go along with everybody else.
Team Farron.
Okay. It's Team Farron, man. All the way.
Yes.
Team Farron, all the way.
What about you, Mark?
Y'all know my niece did her shit this episode. My niece came in and showed us her car. My niece came in there and told the little boys what to do. Then she went home and told her boyfriend, like, yeah, that advice you gave me, fuck it. And while I'm still on 10, yes, I've been cleared to dance for 7 weeks. I just do not feel like doing it because I'm trying to find something else. Oh, well, I have to go because this is just too much. I understand. In other words,
I just gotta handle this by myself. Hey,
exactly. In other words, you'll deal.
I mean, she did lie now, y'all. We're not gonna act. She did lie.
She went through a lot.
But was it a lie or was it?
It was a lie.
On these okay.
See, you trying to do that man thing, Mark? No, it was a lie. It was a lie.
Holding information is still lying. Yes. Especially when I changed my whole summer plans for you. Yes.
That's really what it is. If it had nothing to do with his plans or what he could do, I guess professionally or whatever, then I wouldn't think it's that big of a deal. But her keeping up that lie, he made the decision, which was dumb as hell to me. But
I mean, I guess it depends on the information. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of with Mark a little bit. Like, I get that it is technically a lie, but still, it's just like
he's just a punk.
I don't know.
It's on a need to know basis.
I don't know.
She told what's that?
Just because I didn't tell you shit doesn't mean I'm lying. I just didn't tell you.
Yeah. He a punk.
Motive. The motive is and you know what? To be perfectly honest, if you didn't show up to this party as my +1, you can already cancel us moving forward. Him not coming to that party as her boyfriend, it would have got him broken up and by himself. I
kind of feel like she wanted to break up anyway. That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
because she don't know it.
Free too. I think that's the thing, TaMon, to go back to what you asked at the beginning. I think that's the thing. All these girls are realizing that they are reevaluating who they thought they were this season. You got Noah reevaluating her relationship with Sean. And Jenny popped up in like, oh shit, I got two of the best things in my life. Then you got Imogen trying to figure out. What she wants.
What summer job
well, not just a summer job, but just like she wants to be not that person. You know, not the pregnant girl who fought off 6-foot serial killer and whose mom killed herself and she had to give her child for adoption. Then Tabby's trying to reevaluate who she is. You know, it's just a lot of these girls are going through a lot of stuff. And the only person who's really not reevaluating shit is Mouse. But then again, because she's still on 10 from everything that happened with A, because, you know, she's still on 10 on that tip. But as far as most of the girls, they're reevaluating a lot of stuff. So I think that's their battle. And I think Bloody Rose is going to be the one that's going to come in and just like shake them up a little bit and actually put those, you know, reevaluations into the test, which is going to be why the final episode is called Final Exam. I'd have put you hoes to the test. Y'all all think y'all know who you are. It's like the Buffy quote: "You think you know, you haven't even begun." You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel that. It sounds like good character development to me. So hopefully we get to see that fleshed out. Alexx, who is your MVP?
Right now, I would say that it. What's her name? Taryn?
Farron?
No, the movie buff.
Tabby.
Oh, Tabby.
Tabby.
Because I feel like how she's dealing with the aftermath of season 1, I feel like she's more angry about it than Emma Jean, and you know how she.
Yeah.
I like it. What it is, like that. I call it.
No, everybody says that. It's fine.
Yeah, we call it.
Emma
That's her
Jean.
new name.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's more activated. She's more active about it. And like for her movie, you know, like that her. That's very important to her. So like she's not only is she a final girl, but she's also a filmmaker and, you know, a feminist, and she's not going to be silent. Eventually, you know, yeah, she's definitely my MVP. She's very strong-willed. I love that conversation they were having about Dawn of the Dead, you know, versus, you know, the original versus the remake. You know, she weighed in and everything. She's just
She was wrong, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, as far as when it comes to Dawn of the Dead, I don't think anyone's particularly wrong about it. You know? It's open for interpretation.
I get it. Objective, but.
And she also had a nasty blowout this episode at the party. So
yes,
she looked real. Her and Noah was everything.
They look good, good with a T.
She's back, and I feel like this season she's gonna let it out. You know, she's been holding back a lot, and I feel like this particular season she's gonna let it out. You know, people trying to silence her. You know, the cease and desist. You know, the defamation, whatever. She's not going to really stay silent and stay quiet for a very long time. She's been through a lot of shit. And so therefore, I feel like she's going to be a little bit more, you know, outspoken, a little bit more straightforward, and really going to let it be known that what happened to me is what happened to me. Not going to silence me and things of that nature. So I feel like as time go on, we're going to see her, you know, come to the forefront a little bit more. You know, Emma Jean wants to kind of have a quiet life and little, you know, she wants to work out in the middle of nowhere and start to have a new name and a new identity, things like that.
You Laurie Strode.
Yeah, that thing. You know, Sharon Tate. You know what I mean? She wants to be real. She wants to just fight. Wants to approach it, you know, with more of a straightforward approach. So I think for me right now, Tabby.
I have a prediction about her. I think because we keep seeing her mother, I think she's gonna die, and that's gonna like push Tabby over the edge, and that's gonna make her like really step into it.
Bring it.
They better not touch my good Judy. They better not touch my good Judy.
Because I mean, they're all except Mouse. They're all kind of avoidant of what's happening. I don't think they realize. Well, now because of the Mouse situation, they might realize it, but. It's like they're not really understanding that something else is about to happen or could happen.
One of my MVPs is Tabby's mother, because the way she checked another guy.
Yes. The way she walked up in there.
She was on the couch. She was like, "Who is this? And
who are you?"
She looked at Tabby like, You little fast ass. I know. Second time having to check somebody about her daughter, and I love that.
Tabby.
And to Michael's point,
I would cut your dick off.
To Michael's point,
they did not write that.
That could be really
that was. They did not write that.
Really cool to see Tabby and her mom in a scene together.
Yeah.
And her mother died saving her, so that would be
even more heartbreaking.
Yeah. Y'all remember that episode of Chucky season 1 when everybody's mama got killed in that
disrespectful. That was so disrespectful. Chucky said, I done took all y'all's parents. Fuck all of y'all. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
He pushed my friend out that window, and I was like, oh, no, Chucky. That's exactly what when I was outside. Chucky, do not. No, Chucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be really cool to see that. I would hate to see her leave the show. She's the only parent that actually I know and that I would actually care about. But she's one of them. And then I'm going to give it to Greg. I give it to Greg because I like his character development from season 1. He's still sort of the same, but you can tell that he has a little bit more maturity to him. The old Greg probably wouldn't have stayed at that church that long. I feel like his comedic timing is good this season, where it's not so cringy like it was last season. But that line he said about hateful, what's her name that we don't like? Kate Blanchett's ghost. Jen. Yeah. He was right. He was right about Jen and Noah. And yeah, those are my 2 MVPs.
Get out of here.
Everybody shows
Jen gotta die next episode. Jen gotta die in episode 4.
Please.
Come on, y'all.
She has not done anything that bad to be dying.
Out. Take her out. We gotta
take her out. Say their name.
She's the trash.
So take her out, but not the boy that's trying to dick his.
Tried to what?
You gotta take.
I do have 2 questions before we dip. One of them being, I've noticed that Rosewood is seeping into Millwood a whole lot because they kept talking about how long of a distance it is from get to Rosewood, and I'm like, why the fuck is Rosewood always running their ass up in Millwood? Because that's the group of guys that Noah had to sit there and get Jen's tip from. Yeah. And then on top of that, I remember because this happened, I think in the last episode, but I wasn't here, so I just want to bring it up. What type of vibes did Imogen get from Ezra? Why she decided not to give them her baby? Because that's what I say. Either that's either shade or like what was going on with it? Because I saw these 2.
I read an interview with the and they mentioned that and the original showrunner, she thought that was disrespectful because for y'all didn't watch the first season, Ezra dated Arya when he was a teacher and she was a sophomore in high school. Right. And so they dated. I don't know if they were intimate, but enough was a line was drawn, was broken. So Ezra and Arya dated, and so versus handling it how they did Tabby and the movie theater manager, how they just chopped that up. We're not doing that at all, and moved on. They actually made that her husband in the later seasons. So it was a little cringy. And so Imogen made a point to say that that was her call as an actress, Madison Bailey. That was her call as an actress to speak to the director and say, hey, we don't want to give it to Ezra, and decide to give it to somebody else.
So that was shade. That was shade. I love it because I always had an issue with that. Issue with that watching Pretty Little Liars. I was like, girl, this motherfucker is like your senior. But then they even had an excuse in the original series saying that there was a state law saying that you could date somebody. And I'm like, that doesn't make any better whatsoever. Like, get rid of Ezra. Get rid of he stayed to the bitter end. So
literally, he's still there. Yeah, that was probably some shade. All right, so final thoughts and predictions. Let's run it really quickly. Jimmy, starting with you.
Okay. Hopefully in episode 4 or episode 5, they gotta take out Jennifer. She gotta go. I don't care if it's 4 or 5. She got to go. She gotta go. Because she don't have no chemistry. She had her and Noah don't have no type of chemistry. Zero.
Well, Kelly thought they did because they were holding hands, and she was like, "What's the team with them?"
Yeah, but it's just bad.
Yeah,
it's super forced.
I'm Team Sean, so.
Well, TaMon, I didn't know you were homophobe, but I'm just gonna say I think Jennifer should live.
Oh,
I think Sean hasn't been doing anything. All he's been doing is sneaking this girl in his room, and that's it. He hasn't done nothing on this show.
He's on the swim team.
Touche.
And also, are there that little amount of people in this town that 2 of the boyfriends are on the swim team, or 3 of the boyfriends are on the swim team?
Yeah, I mean, the plot calls for that. So the town is so many activities. Everybody can't work at the movie theater and the ice cream shop. They got to do something else.
Small town.
It's definitely a small town.
You know, I'm like, do y'all have a McDonald's? I'm like, does nobody work at the McDonald's?
It's pizza.
Work at some McDonald's.
Jacob's Pizzeria will be making its way to.
Oh my God!
Nobody wants this stale crust. Mike, what are your final thoughts and predictions?
Final thoughts. We're episode 3. We need to kick it up a notch. Hopefully it happens. I want to know what the deal is with this Bloody Rose. At least with A, we kind of figured, we knew it was something about the mothers. We didn't know what exactly, but we knew it had to do with them. Now I'm curious what the fuck is going on. Why is Bloody Rose also killing random people or seemingly random people and not just going after them? I'm hoping when we get the other final girl test, we can at least get 2 in one episode and not just 1 per episode. Just try to get that out the way. But we need a major death, and I don't know who needs to die for it to be a major death for it to mean something.
You know the answer. What should have happened was that Vent shouldn't have had an exit when she climbed out in this Chuck E. Cheese.
She proved herself, though. She solidified herself as a final girl by surviving.
She was like a little mouse and wiggled through the little cage. So I guess that's true. She did survive.
So she passed. It's 4 left or 5 left.
Yeah. I wish that door would have been locked and she would have been in Chuck E. Cheese as it came to the ground.
Oh,
damn, man.
Poor Mouse.
But Mouse would be the most surprising, and I would really enjoy seeing her like get stronger and fight back in the scene.
Yeah, maybe all her friends have to die and she can absorb them, and then she could.
But you know what's interesting? As weak as she is, she survived and Helen Shivers died. So I mean, that's quite odd.
Yeah, it is. That is very true. Sometimes you win. Sometimes
moving on.
Okay, Bobby, what is your prediction and what do you want to see?
Piggybacking everything Mike said, I want to know the deal. Like they need to amp it up a little bit more with the storyline with Bloody Rose. I need to know what's going on with her. I don't want any of the girls to die this season, but I do want some of them to step it up a little bit more. I want an iconic chase scene because we got that great one with Noah last season, so I need something similar this season for sure. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more character development, but I'm also maybe if a main character do have to die outside of all of them, maybe the moms, we discussed this before, maybe a couple of the moms, maybe Bloody Rose will be targeting the moms this season, you know, later on. That would be cool.
Or is one of their moms.
Or maybe just one. Maybe, I would like all, like get them all out of here. Just all of them.
One episode.
In one episode. But yeah, that's really it. They just need to pick it up. I want to know more about Bloody Rose. I need a better chase scene with one of these characters, and I love me some Mouse. I want to see her get stronger, some good character development, because I don't want her to just live by her name, Mouse. You know, like I want her to like toughen up, because usually when characters is named Mouse in a horror movie or a TV show, they got that name for a reason. Yeah, so it was just. But yeah, that's my predictions, and or maybe what's her name? Kelly. Is her name Kelly? Yeah, maybe she can go.
I don't remember which one it is.
I think Karen died, so Kelly can go.
Karen died.
I'm okay with her. Yeah, I'm okay with Kelly going. But yeah, that's my thoughts, predictions.
Kelly has enough screen time for us to. We know who she was from season 1, and we know that she's friends with the main cast in season 2, so she has just enough episodes for her. If she died, it would matter. So
yeah,
I can see that. Even her and Greg dying in a Scream 2 opening type of way would be interesting. Alex, final thoughts and predictions.
I definitely want to know more about Bloody Rose and like her abilities and her power. Like what I said earlier is true. Is this when you have a serious threat when it comes to your villain, the greater the story. And I just want to know a little bit more about Bloody Rose, because like right now it just sounds like a bit of a ripoff of like, you know, Bloody Mary and things like that. But then like she shows up with a knife. So I want to know more about what her abilities are and what our weaknesses are as we go along. And also too, we have to have some casualties. I'm sorry, I'm jaded, you know, like we talked about Helen, you know, and we talked about Randy. When I first started getting into horror movies, those were the characters that I rooted for. And when I saw those characters get offed, it's just like, okay, well then anybody can get it.
Yeah, good riddance. I agree.
So for me, I'm like, okay, only going to use these characters just to see them get off. So like, let's just make it happen. You know, I'm ready to see some blood. I'm ready to see something devastating. You know, it doesn't have to be so, you know, family friendly. I'm ready to see some actual casualties. But I really want to know what's going on with the villain. You know, we have a whole new villain, which was totally unexpected for me. I don't know about anyone else, but for me, it was pretty unexpected that we were going to get a whole new villain. I was still thinking that we were going to get, you know, a little bit more of A from the last season. And so, you know, for me, I want to know more about this villain and what their strengths and weaknesses are. And with that, you know, building up a strong villain, you know, you kind of feel a little bit more for our characters, because when you know what the threat is and how much of a threat the villain is, you really start to root for your heroes to actually devise a plan and actually, you know, fight and up. So the stronger the more we find out how strong and how capable our villain is, the more of a threat, and therefore the more intense everything is going to be. And so we have to have a casualty. And at this point, I have no real actual preference. As long as we get some type of casualty, it's going to have a serious weight to it. You know, we already kind of bonded with them from season 1, and no one from season 1 really had a heavy, you know, nothing really heavy took place where that died. And, you know, I really feel like this season, yes, I agree with everyone else. It's like I want the same thing. I have a bloodlust, just like everybody else here. I want to see someone else get offed, but I want someone very pivotal to the scene, to the series, to actually deal with the plot. I want someone that really actually be the next in line to be offed. I really want to see more gore. Maybe not too much gore. Maybe it's HBO. So like I'm watching on HBO, and so it should be a little bit more gore. It should be a little bit more blood. So I want to see, you know, a little bit more of the death scenes to be let's have a little bit more to it. A little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen people get killed off screen, and for me, I'm like, that's very PG-13 of you. And okay, I just want a little bit more blood, a little bit more gore, just a little bit. I mean, it's HBO. Give us a little bit of something. Give me a little bit of something. But that's my final thought. I want to see more of the villain, what they're capable of, and I want to see someone from the main group, you know, to actually be under attack. And that's when it gets really serious. We only have 5 more episodes. So I'm with everyone else. I really want to see it get cranked up a little bit. Let's get into it. Let's get into full slasher mode right now. That's my thing.
It's funny that the killer name is Bloody Rose, and yet we see none. And so it will be nice that we get some murders that show more of what's actually going. Because even with those 2 students, I was actually disappointed they did a cutscene to just screaming.
Yeah.
I
watched HBO Max and HBO, you're giving us this.
Exactly. And then with the slut, she was the one that's being. Oh, excuse me, the girl who was trying to take Kelly's man.
I understand why she gotta be all that.
Okay, she said she
said, "Kelly, girl, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm gonna do it right."
Promiscuous.
I got you, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. I got you. She died. No blood again.
Yeah.
What am my?
Yes, it was.
Hers might have been the most graphic we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Up against the car, it was continuous stabbing.
Yeah.
She did stab her to pieces. Yeah, that's true.
She was stabbing the hell out of her.
I'm hoping she's supernatural, but I don't know. I just feel like it's somebody in props because I'm like, what blood is this? It just looks like fake blood covering the chest, the mask.
Simple, just stabby stab. I want to see her do something different. You maybe stab, and I don't know, float, do some acrobatics. I don't know do something different. I don't know, do something.
To be fair, the Scream TV show was on MTV, and they had some gruesome deaths.
Yeah, they did.
Were better than the one in some of the movies. So this TV show, HBO can definitely pull it off.
And
y'all can get this money, y'all can get what y'all need. That's it.
Yeah. Flash movie period. They've been kind of lacking in the gore department. If I'm, being real.
Yeah.
I want to see each of the girls sort of become their own. I want to see them get over this trauma from what happened the last time and process that they're in this. I think next episode we're going to see it because now they can't dispute what's happening. It's in their face.
Right.
So I look. When is that? That's Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
So on Thursday, I look forward to seeing how they are going to go into action. Yeah. And now that A or Bloody Rose has made herself known, I hope she becomes more active and more aggressive in her pursuit of teaching these girls the lessons that they need to be taught and attacking them in their way that's entertaining and also feel like there's a real threat. I didn't really feel like anything was going to happen to Mouse. And her performance was okay, but she did good. She did great when they hugged her to death at the end, and she was like, "Bloody Rose, it's real." Whatever she said, I don't know.
To your point, they should be prepared at least because in the sneak peek for next episode of the trailer, she's like, they left a note too, basically saying this is my final girl test. So I would think everybody else would be like, okay, this is going to be me or the rest of us next. So we got to be ready for
pack a bag. We're out of here. We're not doing it. I'm out of here. This has been so much fun tonight, guys. Again, this was Mouse and Bobby's surprise birthday party. We thank everyone for coming and hang out with us. Our family, our screamers in the comments. We got Critical Overlord. Always fun to see you. Derek, Mike, Throwback Studios. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And yeah, thank you guys for coming and being in the comments and chatting with us. To Jimmy and Alex, thank you for coming and being with the Kingz tonight. It was such a pleasure to have you both, and we look forward to hanging out with you in the future. My name is TaMon Kane. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and anywhere else, okay? And on Twitch streaming Dead by Daylight. Bobby.
And I'm Bobby Torres with a Z, not an S. You can find me People Under the Scares with Michael, right? Her. Bobby Likes the Spooky, also here. Screen Kingz, The Alter Tapes. And Bobby Torres with a Z, not an S on Twitter. I'm on there just talking shit. Right now, somebody's arguing with me over X-Men shit, but whatever.
Is it about Storm?
Well, no, I was being like, I just asked really, really quick. I won't make this too long because we gotta go on the mic. But I just said, why do people hate X-Men Last Stand? I said I like it, and then some guy was like, "Well, are you talking about Wade? Do you mean you?" And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like I asked a simple question. Like you doing the most? But Mike, where can they find you?
The online people are annoying, chat. I'm telling you.
Drawing, like, go get a life.
Please.
Dark Phoenix for sure.
Oh, hashtag Phoenix.
That's better than Dark Phoenix for me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
yes, I agree.
Oh yeah,
that's my opinion.
Agreed.
Michael.
Your turn.
I am Michael Anthony. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ThackerayBanks86. Also, you can find me with Bobby from People Under the Skates podcast every Monday, and we got a Patreon out now, so go check that out. And it has a free trial in case you don't like us and want to cancel it. You can also find me training final girls, real final girls, to be the sole survivors of their movies. On to the next.
All right.
Unforgettable final girls, yes. And Mark.
But survivors nonetheless.
Mark. Yes, I know what that means. I know what that means.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because he talked. You can find me at Marco Estes at Instagram. And you can also find me on Instagram on the Midnight Social Distortion.
So I don't know.
The fuck was it? What was it? What was the disparaging remark you just made, Mike?
You good, Mark?
In the middle of my outro. No. Okay. Anyway, you can find me on X at the Anti-Critic, and you can find me on the Alter Tapes, the Alter. Yeah, like Alter Tapes. And you can find me also on my own podcast, Midnight Social Distortion. New episode out this week. And also here. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, tell them where they can find you.
Horror Flicks and Chill on YouTube, and also on TikTok and at Instagram as well. Horror Flicks and Chill, and there will be new reviews coming up. I have been slacking on that end because been getting my mental health together, and also getting my filmmaking thing together. But there will be more reviews coming up soon on Horror Flicks and Chill on Instagram and TikTok as well, and YouTube. And I want to say thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure being here, and I appreciate all of you for making me feel comfortable and welcome here. And thank you. That's all I have to say. It's always a pleasure being here with you guys, talking and having a good time.
It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's always
Our final boy.
Yay. Thank you.
Yes.
And Jimmy, let us know where we can find you.
Pretty much everything is a photo Jimmy Twitter Instagram, because I got a lot of thoughts on various films and shows.
Yes, you do.
And vice versa, I'll be talking my shit. So, hey.
Well, thank you again, everybody, for coming and hanging out with us tonight. It has been such a pleasure. And Helen Shivers rules. Everyone has a great night. Good night.
She's dead.
In the dirt, 12 feet under.